Good afternoon. If you ever see the President of the United States, you know that there are going to be some signs that you can look for his arrival. You know that there's going to be a big plane that's going to come in with a specific paint pattern on it. You know there's going to be a lot of guys wearing sunglasses and earpieces that are going to be his protection detail. You know that they're going to close off roads so that he can get through without any stopping for security reasons. You know that there's going to be barricades up. You know that there's probably going to be big crowds. You know that there might be protesters. You know that all of these things are going to be signs that you would expect to see when the President of the United States shows up. In the same way, God had given people things to look for Jesus coming into this world. The people didn't know him as Jesus. They knew him as the Messiah, as the Christ, sometimes as the coming one, or even the prophet. Things that the Old Testament spoke about, signs that they could look for to say, when we see this, then we know that this is the one that God promised was coming. One of those signs was the ability to do miracles. One of those signs was the ability to do things that shouldn't be done by any human being, that couldn't be done by any human being. When Jesus one day took a couple of loaves of bread and some fish, and he fed 5,000 people, that was a sign. That was something that confirmed for people that this was the one who was coming into the world. And that's what it says in John chapter 6, verse 14. When the people saw the miraculous sign Jesus did, they said, "This really is the prophet who is coming into the world." Of course, when they knew that it was the prophet, that meant they should listen to him. That meant that they should believe what he says. That it's not that they should just go back to him for another miracle, but rather they should believe the things that he was teaching them and what Jesus was teaching them. And what Jesus is teaching you is that he has come into this world to save sinners. He has come into this world to pay the price for you and for me, to be free before God so that we might be able to be in heaven with him. That's what Jesus was teaching to these individuals, and that's what Jesus is teaching to you and me. And we have seen the sign through their eyes. We read about them in the Scriptures, and so we can believe what Jesus says. He is the prophet, the one who is coming into the world to save you and me. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.